Hello, hello, and welcome to Famicast 242, your Famicast for the latter parts of March 2023. I'm your host, Danny Vivens, and today I'm joined by James Charlton.
Hey, that's me. 242. It's the same forwards as it is backwards. That means something in Japan.
Yes.
That means we're all going to die by the end of the show.
That's usually what that means.
Actually, also, in my case, that might be true. Because
yeah.
Anyway, next.
We're also joined, as always, by Mr. Ty Sugar.
Yeah. We're all going to die. The next day at school.
Oh, boy. Well, yes. We're here for another episode for you guys. A lot of cool stuff to talk about. Actually, quite a bit of news. Yeah.
We're live, like right now. Seriously, right now. No,
yes.
That's the tweet I just sent out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So if you joined us after seeing that tweet, hello.
Hello. Exactly. Yes.
So it's been a hot minute. Well, it was the last episode was when was it? A while back? 2 weeks ago.
Back. Nobody knows.
It's spring now officially, maybe.
Yeah.
Question mark.
It has actually been kind of warming up, so it's nice to be able to sit in your house living space without wearing like multiple coats and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm wearing a t-shirt. We're all wearing t-shirts. Holy shit.
Too.
I'm in the room. Actually. I'm in the cold room, but I'm not cold.
Good.
I have a cold, but I'm not cold.
Yeah.
You do the math.
Cool. Well, we're just going to go ahead and I guess just jump right into it to some new business. And I'm going to go ahead and kick things off today. I've been playing a game that just came out last Friday on the 17th on the Switch, and that is Bayonetta Origins. So, like, there's a demo for this game that I had downloaded right when the demo first came out, and I didn't play it until yesterday or the day before yesterday. A couple of days after the game launched. Like, I had been meaning to kind of get into it, but like some of the initial things that I had heard about the game, like dual controlling characters with like two different sticks, like that kind of got me worried. I was thinking like, oh my god, because we've talked about this on the show before. I played a game called Death Squared back in like 2017, and same kind of deal, but that was pretty involved when it came to that. Like, you were solving like some pretty like tricky little puzzles and stuff like that, having control guides with like precision movement and stuff like this. It was really tough, but luckily I've, at least with the demo so far, I haven't found that to be the case. If you're watching the video version right now, I'm going to throw up some footage so that you can check out kind of like what the game looks like. I think everybody's seen, what this game does look like, but it's a really fantastic looking game. Kind of surprising because you think Bayonetta and you think 3D, big boobs, ass, stuff like this, but this is quite different, completely different, honestly.
There have been games where you control like two people at the same time, like a main and a sub character, right?
Yeah. I mean, Resident Evil 0, right? I mean, that had that. Resident Evil 4 had that to an extent. That was like switching between things, though.
What about Okami then? Am I misremembering that game? Was on Okami then you controlled two characters? Like one with the D-pad, one with the drawing on the stylus? Or I'm
not sure, but that sounds like that could be a thing.
I'm just reminded of that when I see this because the art style.
Yeah. And Kamiya was probably involved with that at the time, probably, right? So, like, yeah, I think the art style, like here in Bayonetta Origins, it really kind of harkens back to, like, Okami was like the first thing I thought of. I mean, obviously it's a little bit different, but I think stylistically it's like a watercolored, like storybook, essentially.
Does she have little cat ears?
No, I think that's, is that, what do you call that? Like a beret or something? No, okay. They kind of like, it's a bow or something. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, so you start at the game, you're a witch that's been cast out of like her village because she's like the daughter of these two groups that didn't get along, one of those type of stories. And then you kind of take control over. And at the very beginning of this stuff, you are kind of figuring out the controls. And Lemonade brought up here too. Platinum's other Switch game has you controlling two characters. Oh, really? Astral Chain. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
another one I didn't try out. But yeah, so like the very first part of the game, you're in like this very safe type of village, and you're just kind of learning the controls. You have like a magic thing that you can use, and you're doing that with like a ZL, and you hold that, and then once like basically enough stuff has been kind of saved up with like your magic, then like this little ring starts coming around in like a circle, and you have to hit at like a very specific time with the left stick. And it's kind of like timing based. It's not hard. It's just, you just got to make the connection. But yeah, there's no camera control in this game because of you controlling, eventually two characters at once, which at first it was kind of weird because, these days you are kind of used to controlling the camera and stuff like that. But yeah, as you can see in the video footage right here, I'm controlling Cheshire, this little stuffed cat that gets possessed by a demon, and then the girl like carries it around, or she can like release it like to be like this demon to like tear people up and stuff like that, and also kind of work through some environmental hazards and stuff like that.
Wow.
It is interesting because there are some parts of levels where Cheshire can't go through as this big beast. There's like rosemary plants around, and like demons, I guess, can't touch it. So you have to usually find a way around it so you can meet up again, and then, kind of continue on the map and stuff like that. So
looks really nice.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Yeah.
Demon cat on drugs. Ty, sounds like right up your alley.
Yeah,
right.
New best friend detected.
Right.
Yeah. So actually, I just finished up the demo this evening. It's, I think, like in terms of like percentage of the story, it's about 10% of the game, according to like what's available, like 2 chapters or something like that.
Wow, that's very generous.
Yeah. And your save and stuff like that carries over into the full game, which is great, and I'm glad that's a thing that is happening these days. But yeah, just right there you could see that he was a demon, and he kind of transformed back into the doll, and he just kind of can rest back into the girl's arms and stuff like that.
So what's the verdict, Danny? You thinking about picking up the full game, or is 2 chapters enough for you?
No, I've actually been pretty impressed with this, because it's a pretty chill game. Like, at least up to this point, even the battles and stuff like that you do come across, they're not like too hectic. Nothing made me like frustrated with this control scheme or anything like that. The controls are super smooth too. Like, sometimes there are like ledges and stuff like that, and I automatically, because there's no jump button, so at first I would always just avoid them. But if you go towards ones that are low enough, the character will just like jump up on them and stuff like that. So like, okay, so that's kind of nice that there's that. Yeah, it is kind of linear, it does seem like, but I'm perfectly fine with that in this case. I think if something was like more open when you're trying to control this many, 2 characters on the screen at the same time, it might get a little bit kind of overly complicated and stuff. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. But yeah, I remember just like watching the trailers and stuff for this. I really dug the art style, and I just wanted to give it a shot, and I'm glad that I did, because like I really think I am probably going to pick this up. The only thing keeping me from doing that right now is I'm going to try to do like a review for MLB The Show 23 this weekend or something like that, because I'll get like, I threw down for some early access to the game, so like just try to get that out as fast as I possibly can. But yeah,
Cool.
This is very much like a chill kind of game. So
It Takes Two, that's another game I was thinking about.
Okay.
But you're kind of controlling 2 characters. Well, not at the same time, but like you're swapping between them. But
Okay.
unless you have 2 humans, then you can play at the same time. But
right.
yeah, it's completely different to this game, obviously. But
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Like, have you guys played like any Bayonetta games at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I played the demo of 2. That was on Wii U, right?
Yeah, it was.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think there was a demo in Japan, so I never got to try it out.
And I believe Ty owns Bayonetta 2 and never opened it. Is that right?
True.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought I had that memory in the back of my brain somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. At any rate, like, yeah, this is super fun. A lot more fun than I thought it was going to be, and I'm really glad that I checked it out. If you guys like Balls is in the chat too. What's up, Family Bros? Hey, bud.
What's up?
Welcome aboard. But yeah, I pleasantly surprised by this. If this even sounds remotely interesting, I'd suggest trying out the very generous demo and just see what you think of it.
I might check it out actually.
Yeah.
The price is right.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, other than this, something I'll kind of just mention it briefly here because I will talk about it a little bit more in the news. But I have been playing a little bit of FIFA 23 on the Switch. But I won't.
What?
I won't go too far into that. If you've been like following our Twitter or website or anything like that, you probably know why. But we'll save that for the news.
You finally realized the correct version of football is the best.
I did. I didn't. I just all these years. No, I have no problem with soccer. I like it. Yep, a little bit of a short and sweet one for me.
Oh, you're not going to expand on it. It's game.
No,
trials,
no.
right?
It's
game trials.
Yeah. Okay. There it is. Yeah, it is on the Japanese game trial, so I tried it out. But yeah, we talk about it a little bit more in the news. It really not a lot to say. I do have some footage of that I'll show during the news. I did manage to score some goals. I will say, like, it was pretty bad at first, but then I kind of got the hang of the controls. And
did the game pause and said, "Are you American?"
Yeah.
Press yes to enable easy controls.
I was playing as the stupid MLS teams just because, Major League Soccer teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're all like running at half speed to everyone else.
Yes.
And they can't shoot.
Yeah. Oh man, like okay, I guess I'll get into this a little bit, but yeah, like it is this is my first like FIFA, like EA, soccer game I've played since like FIFA 2002. So it's been a while. I played some Winning 11 or Pro Evolution Soccer back in the day on 360. Good game, really good game. Good series. And FIFA's fine on the Switch. It's definitely not a looker. I mean, but it's not horrible. It's not as horrible as everybody says it is, especially at the free price range that you can get it right now. Yeah, it's a competent game. It's just if you're looking to pick up a football game every year, it's like, well, why would you do that with the legacy version on the Switch?
They literally don't update it, right?
It's just literally roster updates. They're upfront about it, so it's like it's not a surprise. And I'm not trying to like defend EA or anything like that. It's just what they do, but they make it pretty apparent.
I have a question. Do they have any kind of like motion controls like they did on Wii, like pointer controls?
I had no interest in it, so I didn't even try it.
That was actually pretty good. I remember reviewing one of the FIFA games on Wii, like back when we were, Nintendo World Report.
Yeah,
and I was like surprised like how well it worked because you can like point exactly where you want to pass. I was like, yeah, that's like it wasn't motion controls, it was pointer controls.
Yeah,
motion controls is garbage, but pointer controls, if it's done well, it can do good things for games.
Yeah, even like launch Madden, like American football on the Wii, like that was fun. There was like some motiony gimmicky stuff, but like it was kind of cool. I mean, it was a GameCube game. Literally, I was hoping that it was going to look better, but it didn't. But yeah, kind of the same deal, I guess, with FIFA 23 on the Switch. I mean, does very much look like last gen. Like the stadium I was playing into was like it was like in the middle of the day, so sometimes stadiums have like it's half in the kind of like a shadow and then half in the light.
Right.
But, like the shadow was so dark like that you couldn't even see like the black characters. I'm not even kidding. It's like it was kind of like embarrassing. But
underground stadium.
Wow.
Yeah, it's literally like half of this thing underground and the other half like on the sun or something. Like what the hell is going on? But yeah, ran pretty smooth, like 30 frames a second. It's fine. But
Ronaldinho. Meme of the year.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me. So I'll go ahead and pass things over to Ty.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been playing a lot of Nintendo stuff. And, still on that Dead by Daylight grind. Did finish getting all the achievements again. What? Playing one of those girl gacha games? Nikkei got ported to PC. That's the one where the girls twerk at you as they shoot bullets at giant robots. It's pretty fun. But I do have a game you can play on your Switch, and I actually just started playing it this evening. In fact, it's on my screen right now. In fact, I think my video capture is hooked up, so I can show you the video game I'm playing right now.
Cool.
Quit stalling, Ty. Get on with it.
Here it is. Yeah, just like try not to share my porn tabs, you know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, hold on. I wonder if you guys can hear this.
What are you buying?
Yeah, I can't even hear it. Okay, this is a game called Lamentum. This is like 10 minutes into it. It starts out, you're this Guybrush looking motherfucker. Your wife is very sick, and so Count Spooky, not his actual name, but it says, "Hey, come to my fucking crazy manor, and I'll ask you some ominous questions, like, will you do anything to save your wife?" And he's like, "Okay, let's get to it." And then, you know, there's kind of like a nightmare sequence, and you wake up without your memory in this fucked up Resident Evil mansion, except it's like, I don't know, the year 1800.
Okay.
And yeah, so you start wandering around this mansion. You see everything and everybody is fucked up. You rummage through drawers for laudanum, and you guzzle that nonstop. Yeah, so thematically, it's also extremely similar to Amnesia. You remember that game, Danny?
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
But I mean, this, like, if you're not watching the video version, I mean, this is 2D sprite based, right? So
yeah, it's like a 2D pixel art version of like Amnesia, or kind of like a Resident Evil, sort of like the inventory and the puzzles seem very Resident Evil. Like I need the fucking emblem to get this flintlock gat out of here. And like, it's also very Resident Evil in that you have limited inventory space and you use ink to save.
Okay.
Classic.
Ah.
Yeah.
Typewriters don't exist yet.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, but there's also a mode for pussies where I think you have unlimited saves.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm not on that. But yeah, some of the initial puzzles and stuff like already jumped out at me as being very Resident Evil. In fact, there's like a weapon I need to get, but it's like on a rack. Oh, there's one of the spooky monsters. Somebody tied it up somehow.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure it'll drop down like after I complete a puzzle or something.
Right.
Yeah, like check out, this is like the spooky main hall of the I don't know if it's a castle or a mansion. It's something like that. Pretty gross. Yeah, and like when you first get here, everything is normal, but then it like turns like fucked up and gross. But I'm having fun with this game so far. It's very, very classic survival horror, I would say. It's like it's very Resident Evil, very Amnesia, maybe a little bit of Silent Hill. What was that, James?
You don't shoot things or kill things?
I think you can, but like
he's got to get that gat out of the glass drawer.
Yeah.
The M60,
yeah. Do you remember in Resident Evil 1, to get the shotgun, you had to go in the room and pick it up and then replace it with a broken shotgun?
Right. Classic.
Yeah, or if you were Jill, like Barry would come bail you out after you fuck it up. I think I have the same situation here, right? Maybe was it this room? Yeah. Like, okay, you see a bunch of holes on the ground. You check out this corpse. It's like fucking riddled with holes and all his blood is gone. And you're like, I wonder what'll happen if I get this sword out. And just to be clear, I tried off stream to make sure. Yes, it does like instantly kill you once you step back across these. So I think maybe. Oh no, my inventory is full. Classic survival horror.
Perfect.
I'm glad to demonstrate this a little bit to you live. The door is closed. It doesn't even say it's locked. It's closed. Like, I'm too feeble to turn the knob.
You can't knock. It's,
all right.
Yeah.
You need the diamond
What
key.
do we have? A statue? Let's see if it... Oh, some kind of stuffed animal. Yep. Here's a glittery thing. Let's pick it up. Give me the thing. Oh, it's a message. Oh. Okay, I'm not reading that.
See. Right.
So is this free on Game Pass?
No, it's free with games with gold. Good try, James. But it is on Switch, and I'm sure it's not expensive. The door is open. Ooh, I've never been in here. You want to check it out?
Yeah, let's go.
We're doing some live gaming. Ooh, is this a musty basement? Half bottle of laudanum? The inventory is full. You guys know what laudanum is?
I do not.
I don't.
It's basically like a purple drink made with opium and alcohol.
God.
the classic painkiller.
Yeah. Classic cocktail of choice of many a gentleman in the 1800s, I guess.
All right. What do we got here? We got a bed with a sparkly thing. Take the heart key. Yeah. Nope. My inventory is full. I think there's a chest I can use in the safe room.
Okay. Can't you just throw something on the ground?
No.
Oh.
What do you think this is? I can drink my laudanum.
Throw it on the ground.
Look at. Okay.
Look at. It's a bottle of laudanum. This tonic will help me endure pain. Cures all maladies and illnesses. What the hell is this?
18th century first aid spray.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
These drugs, you actually don't feel.
Oh, fuck that thing.
Oh boy.
That monster, he came right at me.
He was.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna go in there. There's not like any space to deal with that. Door is closed. There's an emblem of a rooster on it. Oh, what's this? It sparkles. Take the broken blazon. What's a blazon? Oh, it must be like half of the emblem I need to get the get.
Which inventory is full.
Yeah. So the way you play this game should be pretty much instantly familiar to anyone. I think when you actually do get the gun, you do get kind of like a twin stick shooter control.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Like, okay, because it seems like that's what it would be.
What the? My name is Victor. Who are you? Victor. Yes, I remember you. I've seen you at Graw Hill with your wife. I'm looking for her. Have you seen her? I haven't seen her. Oh, look around. It's useless. Surely she is already dead. Listen to me. I think she could have gone to Count Steinroth's office. That's the guy's name. I'm not going to find her until I stop her, Morty. Count's office is always closed.
We've turned into a Let's Play channel now.
Yeah, it is.
Let's play.
So as I was saying, the way to play this game should be like instantly familiar to anyone who's played like Resident Evil or even like Amnesia or Silent Hill. Yeah, like I'm sure something struck me as very Silent Hill earlier. Oh yeah, it was like the crying girl on the other side of the wall.
Okay. Sorry, I've only played part of the Game Boy Advance, port.
Is this guy okay? Oh, there's the monster, another monster.
Uh-oh.
It has analog control, by the way.
Okay.
Look at my guy. How close can I get? Oh, okay, bye. There's a run button, but you can like exhaust your stamina. Okay. Yeah, like the screen kind of goes dark, like as it depletes. If you're far from a monster, though, you have infinite stamina. So that's kind of a nice convenience. There's also like a quick dodge. It's not actually that much quicker to mash, but yeah. Look at that guy. Can he come over here? Nope. That's right, fucko. You're on the other side of the box. All right. So anyway, I like this game a lot. Once again, the name of this game is Lamentum right there. Lamentum. Now on the eShop. Check it out.
Cool.
You know what else I like? Raid Shadow Legend.
Right.
Don't we all?
If anyone else, just like give me a shout. Like I like this game, even though I'm not far into it. I think it's pretty good. Let me remove this stream.
Noise.
All right, it works. Yeah.
How
And,
do you spell it?
DM
This
me if
name
you
again?
want to
This game?
join. Let me check. Lamentum. Lamentum.
Right then. I'll get you a price for that,
What's
mate.
the price, James?
It is an all-time low of $6.39.
Oh,
Absolute
word?
bargain. Yep, it's an
$6?
all-time low.
Wow.
Wow.
$6.99 or 6? Yeah. Oh, sorry, James. Oops.
Yeah. Here we go. All-time low.
Nice.
That's sick.
There you go. All-time low.
All right,
60% off.
Nice. Yep. Lamentum.
Cool.
Yep.
Available now.
Look at this guy on the cover art. He is ready to rock.
Yeah, he's got
Right.
a
He's got an
sawed-off
axe as well.
shotgun and an axe.
I think
Next
that's
to
a
it.
flintlock, but yeah.
Okay. Mother Mary's behind him. Jesus, older, much older with gray hair on the left.
Oh, it's out in Japan as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, came out September or August 2021. Yep.
Cool.
Cool and
More
good video game.
More of
Nice.
that later. Deku deals.
Right. Cool. All right. Is that all you got for us, Ty?
I think so. If you want to join my Nikkei gang, send me a DM.
Okay.
What?
What?
Sure.
Sure. That's the gotcha game with the girls with the big butt.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Makes more sense now then. Okay. Well, speaking of gotcha games with big girls, James, you're up next.
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's get those SSR pulls. Let's go.
I played a couple of I always call it virtual console, Nintendo Switch Online games. So the first one was, I'm just going to talk about this very briefly, but I've never played the Mario Brothers 3 version on the GBA. I cannot be bothered to look up which Mario Advance it is, whatever it is. Mario Advance, whatever, Mario Brothers 3.
4.
Fucking hell. So yeah, my son actually wanted to play like a Mario game, and for some reason he really wanted to play that one. So we went through like the first world together on Mario Brothers 3, and he seemed to like it. It's like, because he's playing a 3DS at the moment, and he's played the 3D Land. So he's aware of, like, you know, Raccoon Mario and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fire Mario. So it's like, it was kind of interesting for him to see, like, you know, the 2D origins of Raccoon Mario and Fire Mario and all the rest. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, it did pretty well. He's really good at 3D Land, by the way. And talking about my younger son.
Oh, nice.
He's really good at 3D Land. Like, he had a little bit of trouble on the Bowser, the final Bowser stage. I had to help him with that, but he's done really well on that one. And the other game that we played together, because we're looking for like a 2-player, and there's a Kirby game, because he also likes Kirby, and there's a Kirby game on the Super Nintendo, Nintendo Switch Online. Is it? I think it's just called Kirby's Adventure 3. I think that's right. It's the one that's like crayon inspired, which is like like Yoshi's, not Yoshi's Island, but like it has a distinct art style, and it's that game. It looks amazing, by the way. Like, even now, it's like, it's incredible that they were going for, like, you know, these kind of different art styles on the Super Nintendo. Like, when pretty much everything is like, has a very standard pixel look on Super Nintendo. Like, whether you're playing an RPG, a platformer, whatever, an action game, you know, there are, you know, different art styles and stuff, but like, you know, that kind of the way pixels are created are quite similar. But this one, it's just like, yeah, it's so beautiful. Like, you can't believe that the Super Nintendo can do these kind of effects so well. It's like, such a incredible console. And yeah, I mean, it's funny because like this game, we played a little bit of the first Kirby game on the Game Boy Color. Well, not Game Boy Color, no, Game Boy, but it was colorized,
right?
Because we were playing in the Game Boy Color mode. And in the first Kirby game, you can't absorb powers. It's so weird, like playing the first Kirby game. Like you suck the enemies in, you push down, and they just disappear.
Okay,
or you can spit stuff back out, right?
Okay, wow, I didn't even really remember that. Okay,
yeah. I think there was 2 Kirby games on Game Boy. Like yeah, I think maybe the second one, and definitely the Super Nintendo one you can do it. And they've also got these like animal buddies where you can like jump on the back of stuff and they can pick you up by your head. And it's like birds that can carry you around and stuff like that. Lots of cool buddy characters. Yeah, he seemed to enjoy that. Lots of cute characters, lots of fun. And, it's not very hard as well. It's a Kirby game.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And also, whatever, 300 hours of Splatoon 3.
Right.
Just briefly, I know we're going to talk a little bit about Splatoon 3 in news, but a little bit of an update on the last time I talked about it. I think I complained that the Ouroboros, the new boss summoned, wasn't. They took him out after the big run event.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to the boss stage a few times, and it was the same old guy, the same old Kokuzuna guy, and I am disappointed. I was like, oh man, I wanted to kind of practice against this new guy and try and kill this Ouroboros. I still haven't killed him. I was like, oh, okay, I guess they're only bringing him out for the event. But then, yeah, just the other day, I got to the boss stage again, and then Ouroboros shows up. I was like, okay, nice. So he's back. So they haven't taken him out. I suspect maybe they took him out for like a few days because there was an update, a very small update. And after the update, he seemed to come back in. So my educated guess is they were just rebalancing him.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. I mean, especially if you had a lot of people that had a chance to play him and be like, well, this is horse crap, and then or whatever. Yeah.
Or maybe there was a critical bug.
Yep. Yeah, there's so many extra information on the Japanese Splatoon Twitter, which you guys should follow if you want to keep up to date with like updates, events, weapons incoming. Yeah, I've said this before, but the North American and European ones are absolutely useless. Like, just put the Japanese one and do the whatever Google Translate thing or whatever. You're going to get information way earlier and way more of it if you follow that one. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about Splatoon 3. No, JCat, I'm not going to have 25 minutes of Splatoon, okay, unless you want me to. So yeah, the next thing. Well, actually, I had a bit of life in Japan kind of new business. Like I was talking with Danny before the show, and we haven't really done a life in Japan type segment for a while. So I thought I'd do something like that. It's I want to talk about like a little trip that I did. And I don't know if Danny's got. Have you got some pictures? I think I sent you some pictures.
I have the ones that you sent me. Do you want me just to throw those up?
Oh yeah. That's fine. Okay. So yeah, so patrons will know there's a downloadable character that you get if you're a Patreon, a downloadable podcast member called Reggie. And I downloaded him, and we went on a little trip to Shirakawa Village, which you might know as like the these kind of amazing thatched roofs kind of thing. You might have seen like pictures like in, I don't know, posters, movies, trailers about Japan, travel guides. Really, really beautiful. It's in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of these mountains, like and it's like a, what do you call it? UNESCO World Heritage thing.
Nice.
So it's like a protected area, because they're like, these traditional houses that have remained unchanged. Well, it's Japan. They've probably remade them several thousand times.
Oh yeah, that's how
with modern
goes,
materials.
Like old temples and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, they're old as shit, but like maybe like the base, like frame boards and wood and stuff like that. But everything else, like they add electricity to it and like all sorts of stuff like that. That wasn't happening like 500 years ago, probably.
What's that story about the ship that's slowly replaced over time? Is
Was
it
it
actually
Theseus?
Theseus's ship? Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that. Japan is pretty much like that.
Yeah.
Is
Good
it
way to put it.
still?
I like it.
Is it still the same ship if every single bit of it has been replaced? No, is the answer. So yeah, I went to Shirakawa village, and then there's actually another place just about 50 minutes drive from here, called, I think it's called Takayama. It's a town. This is a different place. This is
Okay. This one?
yeah, this one.
Okay.
So this is like an old castle, like Takayama Castle, and no, it's not a screenshot of Fire Emblem. It's this is a real place in Japan, and yeah, this is what is considered a castle in Japanese culture. Western culture, you look at this, that's not a castle. Looks like a wooden house, but
right.
Yeah, it's a castle. And yeah, this is also what was it? Some factoid they told me about this castle and the gardens. Also, the gardens, the gardens of this place. It's one of the only 3 quote unquote perfect gardens in Japan.
Okay.
Where what they mean is that like in every season, it has like it looks beautiful in every season. Like they've designed it so like the trees or the plants or whatever are all designed to live and thrive and look beautiful in every season.
Sure.
Probably bullshit, because nothing was blooming when we were there. So yeah, we were a little bit early for the sakura, the cherry blossom as well, a little bit early, so they weren't out yet. But it was a beautiful garden, a nice castle as well. Had a good time. So yeah, cherry blossom season is coming up. I've got our little Sakura Famicast poster up, ready to go. And Danny insists that the podcast art will be the Sakura version as well.
The base, yeah. And we've kind of changed it up too on the Twitter and the YouTube right now, so you can see that, which is pretty cool. And yeah, by the way, James, yeah, you nailed it, man. JCat, like for real, it does look like Fire Emblem Fates, like that castle. Like, yeah.
I was waiting for somebody to say that in the chat.
Yeah. So it is interesting. Like, I mean, Japanese architecture and stuff like that. I mean, a lot of game developers do get ideas from stuff that they found in the real world, like here. Star Fox, infamous one with that is, the Torii gates that are in Kyoto, like this not endless literally, but lots of different like these red gates and stuff.
The Torii gates,
yeah, it was kind of like the inspiration for like some of those Star Fox levels and stuff like that, right? So
absolutely, yeah. And the giant insects that are actually real in Japan
True.
are the inspiration for many video game bad guys.
You might find some in your house. It's fun.
Yep. So yeah, bit of life in Japan. Yeah, it was good to see a new part of Japan. These were that red building. Danny, if you just go back one. Yeah, so this was in a place called Kanazawa, which is on the very upper, like west coast of Japan, the coast that connects with China and Korea. That coast.
Okay.
And this is a train station. Can you believe
nice.
It? Even though it looks like a temple of some kind.
Yeah.
It's like modern art mixed with a temple, and it kind of lights up at night and changes color at nighttime. So it's like goes through various colors overnight. So totally amazing. And Kanazawa, beautiful city. And Kanazawa is also like they call it like mini Kyoto or something like that.
Okay.
It's like lots of similarities to Kyoto, even though it's like miles away from it.
Sure.
It's like it's not as big or as famous as Kyoto. And if you come to Japan, you should definitely go to Kyoto.
Yeah.
But it was cool because like all the places that I went to on this trip, like I'd never ever been to the city or B that prefecture. So like I went to Gifu prefecture, never been there before. Ishikawa prefecture, never been there before. And like Toyama, is that a prefecture or is that a city?
Yes.
I can't remember. Near Toyama anyway. This is near Toyama.
Okay.
So yeah, that was it was pretty exciting. When the whole breadth of Japan from like one coast to the other. So
damn.
That's it was good times. on the old bullet train, and did a bit of driving as well.
Cool. High Tenny does mention that on, hold on just a second, on the castle with the white roof. He says, I think white roofs like this are kind of rare for these sort of traditional buildings.
Oh yeah, for reals? Yeah. I'd never seen anything like this before, to be honest. Yeah. It's usually red or just the wood color, isn't it?
Red or blue or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he wants to check out Gifu. Yeah, you should go to Gifu. It's good. It's good times. And it's about 2 hours from Tokyo. I think I've forgotten the order it goes. I think you go to like Nagoya, then Kyoto. I think that's the order. Yeah. So like it's between Nagoya and Kyoto. So yeah, you could go to Kyoto in I think like 30 minutes from Gifu.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's quite near. Could do a 1-2 visit like that. Yeah. Let us know if you are actually thinking about visiting Japan this year. I know one of our best Patreons is going to Japan, and let us know. As always, if you need somewhere to stay, Danny's house, open bar.
Yeah, it's great. Come on in. The more the merrier. Oh God.
There it is. A little bit of old and a little bit of life in Japan.
Cool.
Please do understand.
Yeah. All right.
Danny.
All right.
What's next?
Well, that is going to do it for new business. So before we move on to now playing at the Famicast.com, not .com. Jeez.
.com.
We got a little bit of a preview for one of the other podcasts on the Tokyo Beat Podcast Network. We're part of that group, and we're going to share that with you here momentarily. So check it out.
We heartily endorse.
Hi, this is Mono, the host of Tokyo Game Life, a Tokyo-based video game podcast focusing on Nintendo and gaming culture in Japan's capital. It's your slice of gaming life from Tokyo. Every episode features deep dives into gaming-related places to visit in Tokyo, interviews with fans, developers, and experts, plus detailed thoughts on both retro and new games. Tokyo Game Life, only on the Tokyo Beat Network.
All right. Now playing into Famicast.com. So I didn't mean to cut you off there earlier. James, it's
or product. There you go.
Yes.
Finish that.
Luck of the draw there. Now playing into Famicast.com. Lots of stuff going up on website, YouTube, all that type of stuff. We're gonna go through that just a little bit for you today. Last week I put up a retro review of Banjo-Kazooie on the channel, which was fun. Got some cool comments on there from some of you guys out there. Thank you guys so much for that. We'll get to that in the feedback. And yeah, if you're watching the video version right now, James is kind of showing the site. You can kind of see what you've been missing out on with the news. Some stuff that's like pretty Japan specific, merch or stuff like that. There's a story about USJ, something that just happened there recently. And yeah, retro stuff. Got a lot of retro reviews up on the site and on YouTube and stuff like that. That you can check out, and I suggest that you do. Man, like, yeah, Banjo, what a freaking fun game, though, right? Like, man,
hell yeah,
game of the year.
Yeah, not even a 2023 release, but here it is. But I mentioned earlier in the show too, MLB The Show 23 is coming out like on the 28th. I have some early access type of stuff that that I'll be playing hopefully on Friday, and hopefully get some video footage out there and a review up relatively soon. So if you're into the baseballs, you're in for a good time. If you're not, carry on. So yeah, all this and more. That's right. All right. Now's the time of the show where we do. That's right, folks. It's perfect. It's time for the
nose.
I was trying to kind of line that up there. That's right, folks. It's time for the JAPANews, the time of the show where we talk about the latest and greatest comings and goings of Japan and Nintendo and everything in between or not. And that's exactly what we're gonna do today. And just to make him suffer a little bit more, sorry, James, if you're ready for it, there is a little bit of Splatoon news that we can share here. And I got a nice, like, cool springtime trailer that Nintendo Japan like actually released. I'm gonna throw that up
Nice.
here as well. While you're...
I've only talked about Splatoon for 3.5 minutes this episode, so I've got 22 and a half more to go.
Exactly. Hit it. Hold on.
I'm not doing it. Okay.
No, I am.
Fair enough. Hit it, Bivens.
Yeah, there it is.
So yeah, we're talking about the old. It's a real life trailer.
Yeah.
This is playing on Japanese TV as we speak.
Yes. No, this is you can watch this on Japanese TV and stuff like that. And yeah, one reason I like to put these type of things into our show is like, you know, after a certain amount of time, Nintendo usually does take this stuff down. Sometimes it's because, especially if there are other like humans in it and stuff, because maybe contracts expire, people don't want to be shown. But this has like no humans in it. But still, nice springtime look. You know, kind of with some Splatoon stuff, and then showing stuff that's like in this new season and stuff as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. We've gone through all of this stuff in the Kraken and the new stage and the returning stage.
Yeah.
Good times. So we're talking about the Splatfest. So this got announced during my trip. Actually, I didn't actually learn about it until I got back.
Okay.
I think maybe Danny mentioned it on a message, and I was like, "What?" It almost sounds like a fake thing that you make up when you first hear it. So the next Splatfest is coming next month, April the 1st, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning in Japan, and it'll run until 9 o'clock in the morning till on April 3rd. So the topic this time is so weird. Which of these is real? Nessie, aliens, or Bigfoot? You'll be able to choose your team on next Friday, on March 24th. Get your t-shirt, get your stuff. I'm going to go for aliens, I think.
It's a trick question. They're all real.
Right?
No, so, I killed the last Bigfoot in Red Dead Redemption 1.
Nice. Good job.
Thanks.
So yeah, I actually kind of learned something new from this one, because I actually didn't know Bigfoot in Japanese. Well, it's like in Japanese it's more like Yeti, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like Bigfoot in like katakana and stuff like that. So like it's kind of weird because like James, like the kanji itself, it's, you know, for snow, and then
Yuki otoko.
Yeah,
like literally snowman.
Yeah,
that's ironic, isn't it? Snowman.
Right.
The man who lives in the snow.
Yes. When I was a kid, it was always abominable snowman.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So you've got Bigfoot, the Yeti, abominable snowman. So I guess the Japanese word comes from the latter.
Or from Rudolph, the Bumble. Ty gets it.
And then Uchujin is alien in Japanese. And then just Neshi is Nessie. But yeah, like the Loch Ness Monster, or what was it? Was there another word for that one? Nessie? Danny, you said you never heard of Nessie before.
Yeah, Nessie was one that we just didn't hear like when I was growing up. It was always just the Loch Ness Monster. And, you know, I was always into like monster stuff when I was a kid, like, you know, finding cool books about it in the school library and stuff, reading stuff about aliens and freaking the fuck out. Just like, man, what if these Greys come into my room and get me while I'm sleeping, or, you know, something like that. It might still be something I'm worried about.
Yeah. So it's funny, like, the localization that they had to do with this. I mean, they all mean the same thing, but it's just all just slightly different. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It'd be interesting. Are there any other people that speak other languages, like, you know, other than English and Japanese? Like, what do they call it in your language? That would be kind of interesting to know. Like, is Nessie in all languages?
Yeah, good question.
Or do they have, because like it is in Japanese,
right?
Except there's no C sound in Japanese, so it has to be Neshi.
Yeah.
But apart from that, yeah. Because like, you know, aliens and Yeti, I guess they are definable things, right? Nessie is the name of a thing, right? So,
right. I mean, it's a monster from the, you know, Loch Ness or whatever, right?
Right. So they could have called it Elvis, the alien, you know, from Perfect Dark. Remember that guy?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
the Hendersons. What was that? Wasn't
Harry
there a
and the
show
Hendersons?
like? Was it Harry and the Hendersons?
Yes. Yes.
That was an actual real thing. I didn't like hallucinate that, right? Yeah.
No, it was real. It was real. Absolutely
Oh
real.
shit! I
can-
remember that now.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's some weird shows back in the day, huh? Like there's the one where
Like
the guy's uncle,
fever
their-
dream stuff, you know.
well, their uncle is like a fly or something. Like it was weird. I don't remember what that was, but
Dinosaurs. Do you remember that
oh,
one?
that was fun. I like that
That's
show
it.
too. The last
That's
episode's kind of a bummer.
All the dinosaurs die? Question mark?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
That's right. They'll be back in season 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a puddle of oil.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it. So yeah, looking forward to the next Splatfest. Get my seashells in. Gotta get
Cool.
my seashells. Gotta modify my my gear.
Okay. Keeping up on the chat here too, JCat. It's like, oh, I used to love Harry and the Hendersons. Lol.
Yeah. One of the few, American shows that we got over here. Well, not over here, over there, where JCat is.
Right. Tani also mentioned like, oh, that show. Oh God, that show. Maybe it was about Harry and the Hendersons. Sometimes it's kind of hard to keep track of when messages. Pop
yeah,
up.
it's like a buried memory for everyone.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's so weird. Lemonade also mentioned that he's planning or wanting to visit Japan next year. So hey, man, hope you can make it out.
Yeah, man, do it. Danny's house is open. It's waiting.
Yes. The next bit of news here, we kind of talked about it a little bit in the new business, but of course, the next game trial in Japan is happening right now. And that is for FIFA 23 Legacy Edition on the Switch. I have some footage I'm going to just throw up right now, so you guys can see. Tiny.
It's a total surprise.
Kind of fast.
Oh, this is the underground stadium.
Yeah, so maybe.
So it's like, that is dark.
Yeah, it's really dark. This I don't know if this is just a problem on the Switch. I've noticed this. There's a tennis game I played a couple years ago. Same deal. Like in the dark, it was really dark, but in the sun, it's fine. But yeah,
in Japan, they just put the lights on, wouldn't they? And even if it's in the day, they wouldn't give a shit.
Right. Exactly. But yeah, this is out right now. It just started or just became available this week on Monday, and it's going to be available until Sunday, March 26th. This is free. Like you can access it no matter. Well, you need to initially have like a Japanese account so that you can get this downloaded and stuff like that. But like all that's
40 gigabytes of space as well.
No, it's actually not so bad. I think it was like 12, 13. Not bad. Yeah, 2K is the ones that are really bad about not optimizing their games. Like I literally have NBA 2K23 on my Switch. It's 50 gigabytes. So, I mean, yeah.
And that's just the save data.
Yes. But I mean, look, man, there's black guys on the screen and you couldn't even like see them. It's like, it's not
racist lighting effects.
Right.
Holy shit. Like, I thought you were exaggerating, but like that last scene right there, it's like these.
I mean, it doesn't help. They're wearing like black shirts too. So
yeah, they're like these black silhouette, Mr. Game and Watch.
Yeah, it's like you got Mr. Game and Watch, like a couple of them walking over there. You can see some logos on their shirts, but it's like, yeah, that's all we got. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get too deep into this, but yeah, I mean, Switch, there are limitations on the hardware that make this type of stuff happen, where lighting effects are kind of messed up or weird or something like that. But I will say the game is fun. I had some fun with that. Yeah, balls. Is this like Rocket League but with little people? Yeah, actually, it's exactly. I think they ripped it off, but hey,
inspired by true events.
Right, exactly. But yeah, check it out. I mean, I'm gonna play it for a little bit more. It's fun. It's fun. So yeah, go. And next up, Ty.
Hell yeah.
Could you take that?
Minnesota United. Is that even a real place?
Apparently it is.
What? Okay. New batch of Famicom, Super Famicom, and Game Boy games hit the Nintendo Switch online service last week on Thursday, March 16th. Let's see. What do we got? We got Side Pocket for Super Famicom. Xevious. Cool game on the Famicom. Burger Time Deluxe. Yes, my prayers have been answered by Burger Time Deluxe, a real video game.
Yeah.
And Kirby's Dream Land 2, actual cool video game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Burger Time. It's Burger Time.
This is a scrub tier online, right? This is for everyone.
Yeah, this is everyone.
Yeah.
And like you will notice that, like, I think with a lot of Famicom and NES games, a lot of Data East games come to the service, so they must just be wanting to give some of this stuff away. Hence, like Burger Time Deluxe coming to the system. Like between that and like City Connect, like
that's the Game Boy version. Okay,
yeah,
I can.
Did you play this back in the day, James?
No, I just like Game Boy stuff, so
okay.
I would rather play this than the NES version. I'm assuming there is an NES version.
I'd probably, I'm not sure. But... Yeah,
let's see. Does he get the powers in this one? Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure.
It out again.
I mean, there's Animal Buddies in this. I mean, that's kind of.
Yeah, that was in the third one. The one that I played.
Yeah, maybe no powers in this one. I haven't really played it.
He's just spitting stuff back at them, isn't he? Huh.
Yeah, so maybe not.
Maybe that was only for the NES version.
Could have been. Maybe it's some kind of technical limitation or something. Somebody out there knows, I'm sure. Yeah, hi Tani. Side pocket soundtrack though. I think I have some like a track from that game that I have ready for the audio version of this. So if you're listening to the audio version, you might have already heard it, or it might be coming up. Or I didn't. I don't remember, but maybe. So.
Or you forgot.
Or I forgot completely. Who knows? Yeah. So I mean, Kirby's cool. Side Pocket looks interesting. Xevious is cool. Burger Time Deluxe. I mean, it doesn't look awful. It's just weird.
That tree was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
He knew. Even back then, he knew. He's responsible.
Exactly. Balls says that Burger Time game looks pretty good in Game Boy Color mode. Oh, okay. Yeah, because the one that they had in the trailer was the original, green puke screen Game Boy mode.
I guess they have to differentiate it between the NES games, right? Because if you put the Game Boy Color games, the Game Boy games in color, then it's like, wait, is that the NES game? Or
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
right. And nothing for the expansion pass online. No N64, no GBA.
No, I mean we had the GBA. The last episode we talked about it, but Metroid Fusion came. But still for Japan, like the West got GoldenEye at the end of January, but yeah, Japan hasn't got any N64 stuff yet this year.
What stuff did they announce like in the initial N64 trailer, Danny? For the Japan side, is there anything that was hinted at and hasn't come out yet?
Well, I mean, most of the stuff that they revealed last September, GoldenEye, like Mario Parties have come out, like 1080's one that's coming, Excite Bike. There's a couple of other ones too.
Pokemon Stadium, is that out?
Pokemon Stadium, like 1 and 2, those are things. That's not out yet. Yeah, I'd have to double check.
There were hints that they were going to actually link up with the Game Boy Online.
Yeah, that was kind of like the rumblings and stuff like that, right?
That would be absolutely wild if Nintendo actually pulled the finger out and did something that amazing. Like actually incorporated 2 different apps and actually made them talk to each other.
We'll see on that. Yeah, but the only exclusive that Japan is getting that the West is not on the N64 stuff is actually Harvest Moon 64. And a similar thing happened last year with Harvest Moon and the Super Nintendo. Like it was just easier for Nintendo to work with the license holders here as opposed to like in the West, because I think it's kind of a bit of a mess with that series outside of Japan.
Right. So they have the whatever of seasons, story of seasons, and all that kind of stuff, right? It's all owned by different people in the West. Yeah,
exactly. So, but Harvest Moon 64 was like my first Harvest Moon, and I absolutely loved that game. So that's really cool.
You played Stardew Valley for a bit.
Yeah, right? I did.
Yeah, similar.
That was solid, man. Like it's everything that Harvest Moon should be from going on to this point, but it probably won't be. So
there's a sequel, or not sequel, but spiritual successor to that game coming out something
Started?
chocolatier.
Oh,
Yeah, the haunted chocolatier or something like that.
you had mentioned that or something, right? Like,
yeah,
maybe,
I wonder when that's
yeah.
coming out.
Yeah, don't we all? But yeah. The next bit here on the news, this is something that actually just dropped today. And so if you're a fan of Tetris, you might have a reason to get excited. The next Maximus Cup is coming. And it's coming this week on Friday, the 24th. This is going to feature Fire Emblem Engage. Yeah, and it's available for 4 days, available worldwide, so you can check it out. One thing that they said on the Japanese, like their article page about this, is that they're kind of changing up how many points it takes, how many points you get per place, because it used to be kind of like tough to get enough points to basically, get the 100 to get the theme. But they've really boosted it. Like, first place is still 100 points. Second place, you get 70, which is previously, I think it was like 50. And now, like third to 10, you get 50. And then it kind of keeps going down like that. So you get a lot more points. As long as you're not finishing between like 99 and 91, which only nets you 1 point, you're getting like pretty decent amount of points for not playing very long. But honestly, even with like the old system they had in place, I never really had too many problems getting it in 4 days. I mean, you can play from, if you're doing terrible, like you can probably still knock it out in like an hour, hour and a half. But
because you played it 100 times every time, right, Danny?
Yes, exactly. 100 times, every single time, 100 times. It's just how I roll. It's just the way it was.
Well, it's been a while.
Yeah, the last
one. They didn't do a Metroid Prime one, did they?
No, the last one. Well, let me just take a look here really quick. That was back in December, and that was actually for Kirby's Dream Buffet. Believe it or not.
Oh, that little app thing.
Yeah, and I think.
Oh, by the way, I was right about the haunted chocolatier. Absolutely nailed it. And yeah, this is the game. This is the sequel to, spiritual sequel to that other game that I'd already forgotten.
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley, yeah. I was thinking about Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Right,
cool. Neat. Well, there's one little last bit of thing here, and James, I mean, would you mind just like... Yes.
Oh, you want me to talk about this?
Yeah.
Well, the Wii U and 3DS are closing down on the 27th of March. I always have a response. My kind of like go-to response every time Nintendo shuts down a online service is like, no one cares. Well, it's the same. That is the same for me. That's my feelings anyway. But both the Wii U and the 3DS are closing down. Some people are upset. Some games will disappear forever. And so the time of recording is still up.
Yeah.
Right now it's up. You got 5 more days. If you want to download everything, spend $26,000 and buy everything on the eShop like one man literally did. It's not a joke.
Saw that on YouTube.
Anyway, so what are memories of 3DS and Wii U eShop? I think, I wouldn't normally be bothering talking about this, but, the 3DS eShop does have its roots in Famicast lore, Famicast history.
Exactly.
And if it didn't, I wouldn't even be talking about it. But, a lot of the early episodes of Famicast were 3DS heavy. Obviously, we started off talking about maybe Wii games, right?
Well,
Wii,
I mean, technically,
3DS.
yeah, exactly. I mean, the first episode was 3DS Get. It was about how I got my 3DS and how Matt got his. And then, Matt also talked about Captain Rainbow.
Was the eShop available at launch, though?
No. So the eShop didn't come until June 11th, 2011 or something like that.
Later that same year,
Yeah. Because they're like, we need more time to get this ready. And they're like, okay, that sounds reasonable. Like at the time, it's like, not that shouldn't be a thing, but
it's funny because they do have some things that you can't believe that the 3DS did first, like full downloads of retail games.
Yeah.
Like, how weird is it that the 3DS did it before Xbox and PlayStation? That is the fucking weirdest fact ever.
Yeah.
It's like,
that was bizarre because that was like right before the Wii U came out. Nintendo basically said, look, we're going to do this on 3DS. We're also going to do this on Wii U. You know, first party stuff is going to be day and date. Third parties can just decide what the hell they want to do. If they want to do it, you know, releases like that, great. If they don't, it's fine. And we kind of see how that went.
yeah.
And you know,
Like,
it just kind of
PlayStation did it for a few games, but they were very, very selective. Xbox were like really weird about it, like, oh, we don't want to have our full games. But like Nintendo's like, yeah, all our first party games are download day one. It's like,
but
what?
Nintendo was pretty smart about it though too, because they made sure not to piss off retailers too much because they sold their game cards at those shops.
Same
You know,
price.
they made sure that those things would be kind of front and center, that if people want some kind of a, you know, a digital version, they can actually go into a physical store and buy it. You don't need to have a credit card, you know, to do it. You can just go use your cash, which at the time was king here, and pay that way. I mean, shit, like, if you guys know, like, basically, honestly, you know, e-payments and stuff like that, electronic payments weren't really a thing up until basically 2021, 2020, because of the Olympics. But,
oh, okay. You're just talking about in general, yeah.
Generally speaking, yeah.
Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Ty, you probably have a shitload of physical 360 games, right? Because you just couldn't download them.
Well, you could get no, actually, I think they started a lot earlier than you give them credit for. I do have a lot of full games on 360.
You sure you
but I
didn't get
also have a
those
lot of
later
physical.
via
They-
Xbox One?
Yeah, back in the day, they rarely did the huge discounts though,
Yeah.
which is a thing. Like, so it would actually be cheaper to get the retail physical ones.
That was never the case with Nintendo.
I mean, no, I mean,
Download
which
was
way?
always
James?
going to be the same price, isn't it?
Well, no, I mean, that depends on the shops. I mean, yeah, there's a retail price, but shops decide whatever they want. Of course, for the download cards, they're not going to discount those. You can still probably walk into a store and find a Wii U download card. It's still going to be full price. It'll probably be like that for like next like year or two before they realize, oh yeah, we can't sell these anymore.
All right, they're literally going to be worthless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, worthless piece of card.
Yeah, I take them as a collectible, but
I liked Box Boy. That started
Yeah.
off on 3DS, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was a good shout. I mean, I have fond memories of like listening to 3DS Bivens, or what do we call you?
I was Captain eShop Bivens. And then
Captain eShop. That's
I think
right.
Don dethroned me pretty quickly. There.
Yeah.
He was buying all-
Then Don,
and
who
me.
bought everything on the 3DS eShop, took over that.
Right.
What else did we? The lots of like music rhythm games that you guys used to talk about, right?
Yeah. I mean, those
apart
like
from theater rhythm. I mean, before theater rhythm, like that
Band
what was it?
Band Brothers, Miku, like
Phantom something.
oh, Phantom Thief. Or
Phantom Thief. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at old like Famicast titles, a lot of them are named after like 3DS games or something related to 3DS.
Yeah. Like one thing that the 3DS eShop did early on, that the Wii U didn't really have to do too much, but it did kind of to an extent. The 3DS eShop in Japan, at least, was home for like this a lot of videos that you can watch. I mean, there were a couple of different video services. Like worldwide, there was this thing called Nintendo Video, which would send you videos like every couple of days or something, new different things that Nintendo made. But in Japan, there was a thing specifically called Splatfest TV. And they literally had new stuff out every weekday. And it was a collaboration between Nintendo and Fuji TV here in Japan, a network. And the quote unquote programs were only like a minute or two long, but they were doing this every day for like a year before, I don't know why, but they just stopped, which is really unfortunate because that was kind of a fun way to be able to, kind of learn more Japanese, kind of get more Japanese like input, at the time, because I didn't like have I had a TV, but I wasn't like connected or anything like that, so I wasn't watching. But
you had a TV. It wasn't plugged into the electricity or the TV connection.
It wasn't plugged into the thing so the NHK guys
Yeah.
can come around and get my money. But
Do you remember idling, Danny? Do you remember that?
I
Classic?
yeah, no, the guy that idoringu, like literally like Japanese quote unquote idols, not like Martin Luther King Jr. or something. But,
Right.
Cute girls would get on top of like this buoy thing in the water and try to knock each other off like American Gladiator style. A lot less violent because a lot less strength.
In 3D.
Yeah, it was. They had like train trips. Sometimes they'd go to like different parts of Japan. Like they did this one weird
Yeah, I
one where you
remember
can
that
go
one,
on
yeah.
quote unquote dates with
Yeah.
like cuties and stuff like that. It was wild, man. Like,
Take your Japanese girlfriend on a carriage through Tokyo
yeah,
in 3D.
it was cool. I mean, like some of that stuff, like getting to see that stuff in 3D was really neat. But like on the eShop itself, there was a lot of videos with
Garbage.
Arino,
Okay.
Game Master, the guy. Geez, you know what I'm talking about, Ty? Game Master
Yeah.
guy.
Oh,
What the hell
Master
is it?
Higgins.
No.
No,
Oh my
I didn't
God.
know. You're right. I didn't
I didn't know. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Game Center
Center
CX.
GX, yeah.
Oh, that
GX,
guy. Yeah.
Like they had new stuff, like new content from him coming out like pretty regularly, which is really cool to see. Yeah. And oh, by the way, Idoringu, like the guy that was kind of like one of the hosts on there, his Japanese name is Bakarizimu, like literally like stupid
Brilliant.
rhythm. But like he's like a TV producer now. He's still like on talk shows and stuff like that. He just had this really cool show that came out last month. Yeah. Anyways, I like him a lot, and that was a fun time to be a Nintendo gamer, just to see all sorts of stuff on the eShop where it's just different now. So
Yeah, I mean, we have to remember that all the games are tied to your physical hardware, and we have to remember the story of Matt Walker, friend of the show, alumni of the show. He lost his 3DS, or it was stolen, or he left it somewhere. I can't remember.
Lost it in China,
and then he had to like call up Nintendo or send them a fax or something, and then beg them to like because he bought a new 3DS and he was trying to get his games transferred to that. He had all his account details and everything, and I don't know if he ever got that done.
I think he did, and like Johnny Metz on Radio for Nintendo had a similar horror story where essentially the solution from Nintendo is, okay, you said you have all these games. We're just going to give you like a bunch of eShop credits so you can rebuy them. Like that was it. I don't remember if there's probably some way they could tell
That's
maybe
so
what you
fucked up.
bought, but it's like, how couldn't they, or why didn't they think that through when they were designing that system? I mean, what the hell?
It was before accounts, though. They didn't have any accounts, right?
Well, kind of. I mean, the Nintendo.
The accounts were literally locked to your system.
Yeah, Nintendo Network ID came a little bit later, I guess. So yeah.
So they've had to retroactively fix their mistakes, and they've only just fixed it with the Switch, basically, right? Well, the Wii U was like slightly better.
Better, but not perfect.
But not
I mean,
perfect.
You're not going to lose your Wii U probably too. I mean,
it'll explode.
Try as I might.
Yeah, right. God, it's still there.
So Ty, I'm assuming that was the number one reason why you never bought anything on Wii U.
There's zero indication that it would ever be a reliable thing, and they're shutting it down. Wow, big surprise.
Yeah, and Nintendo, I think they're with the new infrastructure in place on Switch and stuff like that. They really are, I think, thinking to the future, at least on paper. It's Japan, so of course on paper.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the Switch successor when nothing transfers over.
I think that we talked about this the last episode or two or something, but Nintendo really does want to make that My Nintendo account kind of like a go-to thing, not just for digital games and stuff like that, but for visiting places and location. Like this account is you. Like think about the Nintendo stores around the world, going to like different events and stuff like that. Like I went to the Nintendo Live thing. I could check in, get points, stuff like that. Even at like physical things like that, it was cool.
Yeah, when I went to Super Nintendo World, same deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, yeah, that's cool.
Only took him 35 years.
Well, hey, you got to give him. It takes Nintendo time for that stuff, and yeah, it just.
So yeah, what we're doing. So this is the funeral for the 3DS and Wii U eShop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be interesting. And James, I knew you had some good / bad memories about this too. And like you said, like when we first started this out, this really is tied to what the Famicast is and was.
Yeah.
it's
That's literally
kinda,
the only reason we're talking about it.
yeah. Well, I thought it was interesting too. But
yeah, I mean, if we have Dan Koopman on one end of the spectrum and Ty on the other end of the spectrum in terms of like how many games we bought, I'm like a little bit above Ty, but I'm nowhere near Dan or you, Danny. Like I bought a couple of things.
oh my god,
like
it's
the big famous 3D
Right.
eShop games.
Well, whenever eShop comes up, there's one game I always want to shill, and that's Noita Love 2. I have a PC version, but like when you play the PC version, it just feels like this game was meant for a system that has both like a D-pad or a stick and a touch screen. It's like the perfect game for it, and it's such a fucking good game.
Rip in peace. It's now gone forever. Ty.
Yep, gone forever.
Dead.
Well, you can buy it on Steam, I think, but there you go. Good with the mouse too.
I have a bunch of. I'm not going to get into it too much, but lots of virtual console games that I picked up on the system. I basically, they release free 3D videos and stuff like that too. That I downloaded every single one of them. Haven't deleted them. I bet some of the data is probably corrupt. Kind of like GeneSay64 said, his favorite memory of the 3DS was when his Animal Crossing data was corrupted. That's yeah.
Good times
up there. Yeah, fun. But
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess that could do it for the news. And whoa, James.
Oh yeah, I'm getting down with it. Na. That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Fukubukuro of Fabulousness. There it is. I got the title on. Thank you, Danny.
Mm-hmm.
In case you're new to the show, what the hell's wrong with you? First of all, and secondly, this is the part of the show where I tell you what games you're going to buy. So open your wallet and start buying stuff when I tell you to. So yeah, if anyone else is listening, hopefully there are people listening. I'm talking to Danny and Ty as well. If you see some games which look good that you've played and now see for ridiculously low price on the Deku deals, let me know. And then we can recommend it for our wonderful listeners / viewers to buy themselves. So we've had, we were just talking about Okami earlier in the show. Okami HD is $10, half price. Matches previous low. So it's never been lower than this. We're looking at games for under $10, by the way. But games with a 75% or higher Metacritic rating. So all good games. Good games.
Mm-hmm.
To the Moon, I believe Mr. Shugat is a fan of that game.
Yeah.
That is $9.59.
Yeah, I played through that when it was an RPG Maker game.
Oh, nice.
This is a much fancier version, I think. It's excellent.
Right, total remake, right?
I think so. Or at least a solid graphical upgrade.
Yeah. So Inside and Limbo have never not been on sale. So I'm not going to talk about those. Like literally, I don't know a time when they haven't been on sale. They're always like $2 or less.
I mean, you may as well. It's a good game too.
Yeah. Demon Tusk Neon Splash.
I think I'm gonna buy that like right after the show.
I think you've said that at least 2 to 3 times before, Ty. So
yeah, and I followed through. I bought the other games I said I was gonna buy.
Nice. Wargroove. So this is a bit of a kind of a touchy subject here because this is Advance Wars. So they're pretty much trying to shield this game before Advance Wars comes out. So if you want an Advance Wars games, that's not Advance Wars for $6, and I can guarantee you, Advance Wars will not be $6 when it comes out next. When is it? Next month?
Yeah, next month.
Yeah, so that'll be at least $40. This is $6, and it's quite nice, and it's got a good score, Metacritic score of 84. This was the best Advance Wars games before the actual Advance Wars game comes out.
Jury's still out. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, it could be crap, but I mean, come on.
The new Advance Wars might be garbage.
It's had an extra year to tighten up the graphics, so we'll see how that goes.
Exactly. Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition is $10, down from 20. Oh, so generous, Capcom.
Right. I think a lot of Capcom stuff's been on sale. I forgot.
Yeah, they've been doing like a big big sales across all platforms.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
Resident
Final
Evil
Fantasy
4.
Yeah. The OG one? Okay.
Yeah, the OG one. Because the new remake has just come out.
Coming out Friday.
Yeah, there's a free demo out.
Yeah,
right now.
I want to download it and play it. Have you tried it out, Ty?
No, I've seen a lot of footage though. It's still a very, very similar game. It looks like.
Good.
Yeah, I've heard it's the least remakey of the remakes. As in, they haven't really done much, and there's a little bit of jank left in there. But anyway, if you want to play the OG one, it's $8, like exactly $8 right now. I think matches previous low, so it's never been lower than that.
Don't buy it on the Japanese eShop unless you want a language locked version.
Oh shit!
That's right.
It's like one of the few Resident Evil games that do that.
Do you guys know what this Paradise Killer is?
You know, I've seen that before.
It looks really familiar, and I'm really intrigued to click it to see what it is. Let's have
was that like strictly a VN, or am I tripping?
I don't even know what this game is. Now I think it's like Killer 7. Like every screenshot doesn't make any sense. Much like Killer 7. I have no idea.
Look at the
it's
trailer.
An adventure role-playing puzzle. Okay. Anyway, skip.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, very pretty, very 3D.
Yep. Resident Evil 1 is also $10 right now. All the Mega Man games are on sale as well. Final Fantasy games are on sale.
I think this game will turn you transgender if you play it. I think that's the thing.
Nice.
Go for it,
mate. Rumbo. Oh, that's a fun game. Yeah, I think I have Rumbo on the Wii U.
Okay.
It's kind of like a multiplayer, like everyone on screen at the same time, and you have to kind of survive, running across the stage. You can do like multiplayer.
Yeah, I played that before too. There was another game that's similar like that where you like run laps in 2D. What was that game called?
That one?
I can't remember.
Anyway,
but
I played today.
Like it seems like a good game to play if you've got like 3 buddies on the couch.
Yeah. This is another Capcom game, which you wouldn't think it's a Capcom game, but it is. Shinsekai Into the Depths. I actually played this on mobile.
Really?
During my Apple Arcade's kind of free month.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of fun actually. It's kind of interesting. It's like underwater, not Resident Evil, but like an underwater adventure game.
Sure.
And it's kind of fun. Well, I can see it running on Switch because it runs on mobile, for God's sake.
Right.
Probably running the mobile version. So when that is $10. Metacritic score of 78. And Larry, Wet Dreams Try Twice.
There it is.
Pleasure to see Larry.
Here we go.
2020 Game of the Year.
90% off.
Jackbox Party Pack.
What's in the pack?
If you've got some
Jack.
some cherry blossom parties coming up, you want to whip out your Switch and ruin the party for everyone, you can do that. Which one is it? It's got lots of games on it. How do you know what names of the games on this thing? What is it? Is it just the first one?
I'm not sure, but I mean, hey, Jackpot, it's a fun game. Like, and if you have the system, then people can like connect to your game. I don't even know why you'd buy it like on a system. You could probably just get it on your phone, and it'd probably be easier to play that way, honestly. But
it's got Drawful, Word, Spud, Lie, Swatter, and Fibbage.
Fibbage is fun. I remember the name
yeah.
and it being fun, especially
$10. $10 right now. Okay. Duck Souls. I've seen that before. Just the name. Oh, Shakedown Hawaii. Yeah, I played that. That's a fun game. That's like a retro GTA style.
Retro City Rampage.
Yeah, that is also on sale. But it has awesome music. Shakedown Hawaii has incredible music. I'm sure I nominated it for song, music track of the year one year.
Right.
It's so good. Oh, Angry Video Game Nerd 1 and 2 Deluxe.
Okay.
Is
nice.
$7.49.
You played that one? I was playing that a bit. I had some good laughs. Would recommend.
Very
next day
memey.
at school.
It's very yeah. We have an in joke now. Yeah, it's very Mega Man or very DuckTales, kind of like those old Capcom NES games. That's what it feels like. It's fun.
Cool. All right then. All of these and more available on the eShop.
Oh wait, is that game I was playing? What was it called? Lamentum. Did that not get 70% or something? You should shake up the results. Let's look at games that suck next time.
Like under 50% or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's go under 70% because we see a lot of the same stuff every time. So let's go for some real garbage.
We did have a segment. Ty, we had a segment called the garbage bag of something.
Yeah, that was a while back, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, well, that got phased out.
All right
then. But you can have a garbage bag full of something. Maybe some anime goodness.
Yeah. Now it's time for the garbage box.
Take it away, Ty.
Box. All right, let's go. All right, so right here, you see I got this big pile of boxes came in the mail over the last 2 weeks. And they're all from UFO catchers that I play online and win vigorously. Sometimes for as low as $0.
The price is right.
So let's open these up. Do I have a box cutter or something?
Oh yeah, sure.
It's gonna be one of those weeks. All right, this red pen will do in a pinch. All right. So I'm starting with smaller boxes first. This box is from Taito Catcher, which serves Japan only, and they have a pretty narrow but generous selection of machines you can play for free. So I get a free play every day, and I try to win some random little doodad. Let's see what we got. That packing material, and they sent me this whole box for this Jujutsu Kaisen key holder.
Wow, sounds like Amazon Japan.
Yeah.
Do like the same thing too. It's like, hey, I bought a piece of paper and it comes in like a box with like all sorts of crap in there too. Like, okay, that's it.
Right.
Really? Thanks, guys.
All right. So yeah, I got this keychain or key holder or whatever. That's what I think. It's very rubbery.
Yeah.
Nice. Any Maki fans out there? That's her name, right?
I don't know. My wife, she's read all the manga and she loves that show series. Yes, my wife.
Oh, okay. Oh, are you saying there's someone I know who I can unload this worthless anime trash onto?
Possibly.
Excellent.
I mean, she doesn't like to have a lot of doodads and gizmos. She's not quite like me in that sense.
Okay.
But
all right, but I'm keeping the panda.
Okay, that's fair enough.
All right, next box. This is also from Taito Catcher. Do you think it's gonna be like one more keychain? I bet it is.
Probably.
Oh no. Yes, it's the panda keychain.
Nice.
And one of those mysterious white boxes.
Okay.
You guys remember what this means?
It's a limited edition thing, right? Like
yeah. It's like So Taito actually distributes prizes to other arcades as well, but at theirs, they have like special variations on figures. So like the anime girl, she'll have like a different expression, or she'll have like a special color outfit or something. It's like the same mold, but like it'll be different. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, dude. Like they did the same thing with Star Wars toys back in the day. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes not intentionally. That really got the nerds all riled up, I'll tell you that.
I'll bet. All right, let's see what Anime Chan is in here. Okay. Like I actually have to open these to show them, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but it's fun too. All right, tape. Get off of there. All right. Here we go. Anime Chan. I have no idea who this is.
Well, okay. What is she? Is that just a bouquet of flowers that she's holding?
Yes. It's cute and it's wholesome and
yeah,
not
it literally
lewd
is.
at all.
She's going to church.
She's going to church. Okay, we have a name. It looks like it says Shoko Makinohara. Right, I love Anime Chan.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Hi, Tony has a comment geared towards you, Ty. He says, I wonder if you end up on some kind of list with all those wins through free games and stuff, man. Like
the list.
This is the guy. We need to do something about him.
I do know that Tokyo Catch will exclude you from the beginner machines after a certain amount of wins.
Oh, okay. Well, that's makes sense, I guess. I mean, you
Put
could
them on scrub coats, right, Ty?
Right. Yeah.
Put them on scrub coats.
I mean, you could easily circumvent that by making tons of email addresses and
yeah, but I mean, don't forget, like the ship you stuff is tied to a shipping address, right?
Sure. Okay.
So you're gonna need like a bunch of Smurfs to like fucking send your mail to.
Yeah, don't know if that would be worth it.
No,
I wonder why all these winners are on the same street.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We're all friends. We live in the same apartment building.
Yeah. All right. Oh, please open. All right. Too busy playing that spooky video game instead of getting ready for this. All right. So this is a box. It must be from Tokyo Catch. Yeah, because they send me the handwritten labels. Oh, they're here. It's Anime Chan. Well, you see that? It's another VTuber girl with big boobs.
Of course, of course.
There you go.
Relaxation.
Yes, it's the famous Relax Time series.
Oh,
like
yes.
if you've been paying attention, I have a whole bunch of these. It's just like girls like sitting around doing nothing.
Ah, okay. I guess that makes sense now.
And in casual wear generally.
Of course.
And I got this one. This one's cool as hell.
Okay.
My Hero Academia. It's the what's her name? It's Headphone Jack girl.
I've probably seen her on the show.
Yeah. I think I actually got this one for. Yeah, this was one of my hostage figures because I got it with a free play ticket and they wouldn't ship it for free until I paid to win something.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're on the Discord, you might have seen like I had like 3 sites with that situation. Like come on, kid, you gotta spend at least $2 before we ship you this stuff. Right?
Right.
Next box. This is from Molly Online.
Speaking of the shipping prices, Nintendo does that with their My Nintendo free platinum point stuff here. Like you're limited to only 3 of those free items, and then you have even if you do that, you have to pay like 550 yen for shipping, and it's like, well, that's fair.
It's fair. It doesn't feel good.
Well, yeah.
Somebody on the Discord said, "You're not about that life, are you?"
Well.
Oh shit! Fukubukuro.
Oh,
it's here.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. Just, I'm excited. All right, we talked about this last episode, right?
I think so.
So around New Year, you can get Fukubukuros at stores where they just they're giving you all their crap, but you might win big. I suspect that Molly Online has these year round. I don't know. I've only been using Molly Online since like January or something. But let's
Right.
see. Ooh, what do we have? This is a plush toy one. All right, we have some guy.
Is it a boy band guy or something like that? I wonder.
I think so. Best smile? I don't know. If you recognize this guy, please comment. I beg you.
Yes.
All right. Now we've got some kind of critter.
Looks
Or
like
varmint even.
yeah, like kind of cheap generic Sonic, but he's yellow.
We have Sonic at home. Let's see. We got some YTV branding here.
Okay.
Okay.
VTuber, got it.
Oh my god. And we got this guy.
It's SoftBank Hawks.
Oh, word?
Yeah, baseball.
Okay, cool.
Neat. I don't
You
know
want
who
it?
that.
I'll give it to you.
If it was the Lions, I'd say absolutely yes.
Oh shit! It talks or something. It says push.
Cool.
Shall I open it up?
Yeah, just give it a push.
Shall I free him?
Yes.
All right. Oh yeah, I feel something in there. It's making a sound.
Okay. Well, if you figure it out, let us know. And yeah, you can see that tag on there too. Ty SoftBank Hawks. It's the
Oh yeah, you're right.
team in where? Oh my God, Fukuoka.
Okay. Well, that bag certainly delivered on the random.
Yeah, right. That's weird.
All right, what do we got? We got Molly Online again. Let's go. These guys ship pretty fast, if I remember. Let's see. What do we got? Remember that one episode where I like pre-opened all these? That was so convenient.
Right. Or the other episodes where you actually have like an actual box cutter or something.
Yeah. All right. Whoa. Okay. We got some things going on here. He's here.
Everyone's here.
You can't see it.
Everyone's here. James nailed it.
He's here. To open this shit up. Where I keep my Nintendo podcast credit. It's Wario.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this fly ride right here.
Nice.
This is sick. Oh yeah. One of this set, if you can see those, is kind of blurry there.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I snipe the other ones for free, you'll see them. I've been kind of angling for Bowser and DK.
Okay.
But we'll see. And I've got a big weird thing in here. Let's go. Oh yeah. It's another vacuum packed pillow. It's Fall Guys.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to go at this angle. He's taking a dive.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right on.
That's great. I love this. It's cute. Throw it on the ground. I still have 2 more boxes. All right, let's go. This one is from Tokyo Catch. I love you, Tokyo Catch.
And just so you guys know out there too, like I'm pretty sure I have most of these linked up in the description on YouTube, but also like on the website. So like if you want to check them out, you can. I think I still need to add like Molly Online and something. I'd have to take a look at my list.
The Capcom one.
Yeah.
Capcom UFO catcher is pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, but I have the majority of them written down so you can find them, or if you just remember exactly what Ty tells you, you can find them too.
Yep. Yeah, I do like to say which ones I get the prizes from, so hopefully it gives cred to the most generous sites.
Right.
Which is probably Molly Online right now. But Molly Online only ships to Japan and Malaysia, I think.
Okay.
Try and win a knife.
Yeah.
Right. Opening knife.
That would be a good idea.
Or just get one from the 100 yen shop.
She's here. No, I'll just lose it with the others.
Just step on it in the middle of the night.
It's Miku.
There we go.
Yeah, with
Wouldn't be
the
an
bunny
episode
ears.
without a maker.
Yeah,
exactly.
True. Yep. This is like the cute version of like one of those figures I got, right? She's got the bunny ears, the bunny outfit. Yeah, I got the whole collection of bunny girls up there.
Right.
Like a normal
that could literally describe any episode, any figure. This is the cute version of the figure I've got.
Yeah.
It's on episode 238.
Yeah.
Right? All right, now for something totally different. I've got this skull guy. Check him out.
Oh, it's
He's
Sans.
a common rider. It's a Sans. The common rider skull. I mean, look at this guy. He looks badass as fuck.
Yeah.
I guess the hat comes off too. That's awesome.
Cool.
So I just saw this. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for this guy. He's sick. He's cool as fuck.
Actually, there's a new Kamen Rider movie coming out like really soon, and the trailer looks like kind of dark and gritty. It's like kind of weird. It looks kind of cool. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
They do some for kids, some for adults, and I guess that's the adult one.
Yeah, and I guess the same directors like Evangelion and like Shin Godzilla or something like that. I don't remember. My wife was telling me. It's like
Battle Royale. Yeah.
Yes.
Wild. Okay.
That's a cool figure, Ty.
It is. It's badass. All right, one more box. I saved the biggest one for last. Let's go. Box.
It's a big sweet potato.
Maybe. It's kind of lightweight for the size. So, where is this from? This is from Toriba. Okay. Toriba gives out the most free plays, but they're also like the most comically difficult games. But they do ship to the US. But you don't fucking go on that site unless you're really good. Or like you have the iron will it takes to not fall for fucking carny games. That's what that site is. Oh my god. He or she is here.
Oh, this guy again?
Yes, it's
salamander. That's what is it?
Guy?
He's a dinosaur.
Okay, but he thinks he's a
lizard.
Something. Okay.
It's a scam. Yes, it's Tokage, the beloved member of Sumiko Garashi.
You got your pillow for tonight, Ty?
Yeah, yeah.
The plastic bag to suffocate yourself with too.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Give it to children.
Yes. Put this over your head, please. Yeah.
I want to see what it feels like. Yeah, he's kind of caved in on the back. Okay. Got it. He or she. I don't know the gender of this creature. Kind of girly, but I don't know. The lizard.
Nice.
Gender lizard.
Yes.
All right. There's one more thing in here.
What?
I don't know this.
It's a kite.
Oh no, this is my Tsukihime pillow. You laugh. But you're about to hear a bunch of words.
Let's hear it.
Tsukihime is the very old visual novel that had a fighting game spin-off that became Melty Blood.
Oh, okay. Wow, deep lore.
Deep lore. Yes. So I guess you look at this like, oh, it's that Melty Blood character. And there's like totally different art on this side. So yeah, now I have the Melty Blood pillow. Let's go. Yep. All right. Kicks ass. Play Melty Blood. Now available on Nintendo Switch.
For real this time?
Yeah. Right. It's King of Fighters wasn't on Switch, but Melty Blood 100% is. And it kicks ass.
For it, mate.
Yep. Roll back netcode.
Yes.
Nice.
Now you're making me second guess myself, but I'm pretty sure it's on Switch.
Welcome to my world.
Yep. All right. So that's all the anime trash.
Cool.
Please trash responsibly.
Yes, exactly. Like we did have a couple of comments on the anime trash while you were going through there, Ty. Hi, Tiny VTubers, man. If we're back in the 90s, where you would have, we're back in the 90s where you would have a whole economy of new media to sell toys. Yes.
Hell yeah.
And yes,
Like
Metal Mike
Ninja
literally-
Turtles all over again.
Yeah. Or Mask literally made a cartoon to sell toys.
Hell yeah. But
Metal
the thing
Mike-
is, the cartoon kicks ass.
It did. It still does. Metal Mike, please crane responsibly, as I think James said.
Yeah, me too.
You too. Someone said it. But next up, before we close out the show, we're going to move on to a little bit of feedback from you guys. And if you guys have any things that you want to hit us up with, questions, comments, anything like that, feel free. You can hit us up via email, thefamicast@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter @thefamicast, YouTube Famicast. Sign up in the comments, sign up on famicast.com article, and you can have your stuff read out on the air like these guys. James has a couple of tweets pulled up that he's going to read out here.
Boy. So it was our 12th birthday between the previous episode and now. And we sent out a tweet about that, and we got some nice replies. Genki says, "Congrats, legendary stuff. Lots of emojis, much appreciated." Tommy Transient Image, friend of the show, he says, "To the best podcasting group in Japan. Thanks to all the entertainment you've provided for me. You are welcome. In your face, info play." Here's to 12 more, right? Indeed. We got another one here. Thought we had another one here from what's his name? Luca. Yes, Luca says, "Oh yeah, happy birthday, Famicast." Emojis. So thank you to everyone who wished us happy birthday.
Yep. Just a couple of comments from the banjo review I put up last week. Some of you guys had done that. Hold on just one second. Here we go.
Then he has to sort through all the baseball comments on the YouTube channel.
Sometimes. Actually, Gene Say, he kind of chimed in 9 days ago. He said, "Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie is easily in one of my personal top 5 N64 games. Hell, top 3 of my personal list. I love this game so much. Good review, Danny. Send me a green N64 controller." Yeah, you can see a nice collection of N64 controllers I have in that review if you're into such things. If you really want one, man, just get a hold of me. Maybe I can try to hook you up somehow. Seriously, Gene Say. Another comment on that from Metal Mike. He said, "Hey, such a fantastic game. I still have my original N64 copy. What stands out for me is the humor. Something rare. Always managed to do well. Yeah, it was goofy, but it felt original. From wacky levels and transformations to witty NPC banter. I always had a smile on my smile playing as a lovable bear-bird combo. Great retro review as always, Danny. Thank you for that." And somebody asking about how much NBA 2K is. It's $20 at Walmart. But
Brilliant.
Yeah. So there's a couple other ones too. Like, oh man, the other baseball game I talked about that came out like right after the direct, the one that's like $1, WBSC, e-baseball, whatever. That's apparently like in the esports Olympics. And like Konami announced that at the beginning of this month. It's kind of weird. People kept like talking about it in the comments. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about until I checked Konami's website and it said like, "Yo, this is an Olympic sport now." It's like, there you go. But yeah,
get rid of it.
Yes. All right. Well, that is going to do it for the feedback for now.
242 in the bag.
That's right. That's actually going to do it for 242 as well. Before we sign out and get out of here, we're going to go ahead and give you our Twitter handles. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at DannyBiv. That's DANNYBIV. JC?
Yep, at Famicomplicated on all of the online services. Please do understand.
Cool. Ty?
I believe he's Super Cat Drugs.
Yes.
Tyrone? Yes, I cut out for a second there. Yeah, Super Cat Drugs on the Twitter online machine. You can also send me shit on Mastodon. Stop sending me weird shit. None of you are free from sin.
Perfect.
Sometimes I like to go in the woods and cut up animals. It's all on Twitter.
The next day at school.
You can find me on Twitter.
All right. That is going to do it for the show. For the video version, we actually have an outro we're going to play that's usually in the audio version, but you guys will be able to enjoy that. And yeah, we will catch you guys in 2 weeks. Enjoy some video games. Boys. Yep, we are out of here.
Happy spring.